today's video, we're going to talk about PMAX videos. Should I add one or more videos to my PMAX campaign? The answer is no, and I'm going to explain exactly why that is and why you can do much better with a standalone YouTube ad campaign to do what you would normally get out of that video ad that you add to your PMAX campaign. The reason why I make this video is because I hear Google reps pestering my clients about adding a damn video to their YouTube campaigns, and I always have to repeat myself over and over again the information I'm giving you here on today's video. That is, the only reason why they like adding that YouTube video to your campaign is, first of all, they get a sales commission by suggesting that you do it. These so-called Google reps, unless you're spending like $50,000 a month or more, are outsourced people in India that go through a checklist of things that they want you to do, and they get performance commissions for each one of them they convince you to do. So they're just salesmen, not ad strategists. That's number one. And then number two, it raises your ad spend. So of course, Google wants to pay these guys to do it. I mean, they're not going to do anything that they don't make money at, technically, with these reps. Obviously, why would they? It's not there to help you be more efficient with your ad spend. That doesn't help Google do anything. They're not going to pay reps to help you do that. And you may say, well, if the ads doesn't work, then maybe they lose a customer. They got customers to replace you at the end of the day, and they don't want anybody who's too picky at the end of the day either. They just want low-hanging fruit. Let's use our reps to convince as many people in 15 minutes to up their ad spend as we can. If you don't want to do it, fine, but we're going to try anyway. And they're going to get you to raise your ad spend by having that video asset in your PMAX campaign. Can that video actually productively create profit for you in addition to what you would have through that PMAX campaign anyway? Maybe, but you're still going to control your investment better through just setting up, spend the damn time, set up a standalone YouTube campaign for yourself. And the reason for that is multiple-fold. Benefits of a standalone YouTube campaign that you can use in addition versus just being lazy and uploading that video to the PMAX campaign. First of which starts with you can test different videos. There's a fancy way that you can, through reporting, which it's a pain in the ass and it shouldn't be that way, for you to even see a video ad and isolate out the sales that that's bringing for you in that PMAX campaign versus everything else. If you're interested in that, you can leave me a comment below and I can point you in the right direction of that. But that's as far as it goes. It's not going to tell you if you upload 5 different videos, which one's converting at what rate, all right? Which is obviously very important. Yes, the algorithm that Google has is going to promote one video over the other based upon what's actually getting the most conversions when the campaign's set up to get a certain ROI, yes, but still, you can actually, as a human optimizer, at least pick up fairly quickly before letting the algorithm have absolute certainty over one over the other, which one should be used. Not only that, when you don't have any information about which video ad did better, you can't come out with any more video ads that take the best of what you have there. And then, what you should be doing is coming out with 5 videos, finding the winner, taking the winner, creating 5 other videos like it, and seeing what else you can do with that video campaign if you want to continue scaling your ad account. So that's the first reason why a standalone YouTube campaign is going to be better, because with the standalone YouTube campaign, you damn well can tell what each ROI of each video is. And you can do more than 5 if you want to. Not necessarily that's what you should do, but you could. The second reason why you want a standalone campaign versus simply uploading your video ad to your PMAX campaign to do video marketing is because you can block mobile app traffic and display traffic for first click campaigns. Naturally, if you're doing remarketing, I talk about on this channel how you should just have your video ad show up for everybody because it helps cement in your brand. You brand yourself better to the people that you know are in market and have come to your site and are considering doing business with you. But when it comes to doing video marketing to people who've never seen or heard of you before, that's much more hard to do. And very rarely is it going to make sense to just simply show up on a random website for a person that doesn't know anything about you. And where you want to concentrate on, at least at first, is just having the video ad show up on YouTube alone. And if you're doing PMAX, you're going to get your ads to run on YouTube as well as off of YouTube. Why? Because Google has a hard time selling the ad inventory, ad space outside of YouTube because it doesn't convert as well. And so they're going to load you up on product that nobody wants, that normally would not run via their YouTube campaign. And that's partially how they sell stuff that they don't want. That is, marketers who use PMAX, they're going to load you up nobody else wants, that knows better and knows how to run a standalone campaign for themselves. So, and video ads that run on mobile apps, though, that's like the worst of the worst. But just not running ads on display is, at least for the first click or non-re marketing, is basically what you want to do. If you can make money on YouTube through the YouTube placements itself, then you can run that video ad on the display network, but not tell them. Why? Because it's very difficult to get that video ad to work on the display network. And if you're running PMAX for your video campaign, you don't even know if it's not working. You don't even know how to refine anything to shut off display network. You don't have any levers to pull, and you're just hoping the algorithm knows how to pull, do what it's supposed to do. And again, Google's going to try to sell the ad space that nobody wants. If ad space doesn't convert for anybody, they're going to try to sell it to somebody anyway because they want to make money still. It's better to get some revenue from that ad space versus none. Third reason why you would want to run a standalone YouTube campaign versus uploading your video to YouTube, your PMAX campaign, is to create your own audience. So in PMAX, they do all the targeting for you. It's going to mainly just run remarketing ads for you. Or, people that have been to your site before is who's going to see the video ad, because that's low-hanging fruit. But in terms of first click, it's really hard to get that to work, like I just got done saying. And if you are going to get it to work, what does work is being very precise with your targeting. That is targeting your competitors' channels, targeting people who are watching reviews about your competitors' products or services specifically that are not on their channel necessarily, targeting people who are watching information about how to hire a roofer if you're a roofer, or how to buy a baseball bat if you sell baseball bats, or watching channels about how to be a good baseball player if you sell baseball bats. This is the stuff that you've got to be able to do if you're, generally speaking, going to get a positive ROI with a YouTube ad campaign, and you don't have that capability to refine your targeting. And I promise you, we've added video to PMAX campaigns to see how well they're able to scale video advertising, because we can just simply look at the video conversions and then also before and after adding it. Completely crap. Their algorithm could figure out how to target these video ads better, but they don't do what I just told you that you need to do targeting wise in order to get a good ROI. And I think that's simply because programmers have not programmed it very well, but more so they don't want to limit themselves to stuff that there's certain placements that work and certain ones that don't. And if they simply loaded everybody up and had everybody just show up for the placements that work, not for the placements that don't work, they're going to limit their revenue potential as a company. Fourth reason why you want to run a standalone YouTube campaign is because you can do custom tracking. So in PMAX, you can track whether somebody buys or not. But in a lot of cases, particularly with video campaigns, you're not going to simply get somebody to see a video ad, immediately buy. You can get somebody to see a video ad and then go to your site and download a white paper or ask a question or call, and which you can technically call that micro conversions or just secondary conversions. That conversion data can go to helping you get to the point where your campaign is generating actual sales and bridge that gap, if you will. But you can't do that with a PMAX campaign. Whereas with the standalone YouTube campaign, you can track whatever the damn want. And what I'll do, as I talked about in other videos on this channel before, I'll set up conversions for not only just phone calls and form fills, because it's correlated with purchases, and I can optimize for that first before I get enough purchases to use data itself to optimize the placement on the ads. I'll actually track people who start filling out the form and then abandon it, because you can actually set up a conversion goal for that. People who add something to cart but did not buy, and use that data at the very early stages of optimizing a YouTube campaign to get the campaign optimized quicker than what you would do simply waiting around for enough purchase data to come through to actually optimize that campaign. So that's another reason why you want a standalone campaign. Final reason on my list, and there's other reasons, this is just a quick and dirty list, custom placement. So on YouTube, you can target in-stream, which are video ads that show up during videos that people are watching. So if they're watching that competitor video on your competitor's channel, you can show up during that video and interrupt them, which is in-stream ads. You can do the in-feed ads, which are if you search for something on YouTube, there's in the search results, you'll see like whatever's shown there. Occasionally, there'll be whatever's in the search results there, a sponsored link, and you can show up there. You can also do shorts and have a short video ad show up for people in the shorts feed or in the search results again, but in the slot for short videos to be displayed there in the search results. And each one of those perform very much differently than others, with the in-stream being the main one that works the best. Why? Because if somebody's already watching a video about how to buy the best baseball bat and you sell baseball bats, it doesn't get any better than that, just interrupting them. Especially if you are super slick like we are And we're going to make, if they're watching a video about how to buy the best baseball bat, we're going to say, want the quick and dirty on what's the best baseball bat for you? Go to our website to get and answer 5 simple questions, and you'll know the perfect baseball bat. You're going to be so targeted and so relevant like that. Of course, you can do that in the search results, sort of. You can have a video there that's there. But because it's a sponsored ad, they're not very likely to click on it. Whereas if you interrupt them and they have to listen to the first 5 seconds regardless of your message, it just works better to get people's attention that way. Even though technically both the in-feed and in-stream ads will both, they both can give a ROI to a audience that's already working for you. They will convert differently. And for that matter, I always talk about on this channel how you start with the low-hanging fruit that's most likely to convert. If that works, then you can then go a little bit broader and a little bit broader. And that way, you're not going to run out of money trying to find out something that can actually work. Yes, it's a little slower, but you're not going to blow a bunch of money in the near term and then run out of money and you're dead in the water then. So you could go after just go do the in-stream and then the in-feed and then the shorts last. You can also set up a separate campaign just for the in-stream, just for the in-feed, just for the shorts, specifically having different ads that appeal better or best to each placement, given that each placement is a different ad will actually get the best click-through rate if you make one just for that specific placement or spot on YouTube, particularly for shorts. So you don't have any of that capability to do any of that if you're just simply uploading videos to your PMAX campaign, obviously. So anyway, those are the 5 main ones, main reasons why you want to just have a standalone YouTube campaign versus doing the attractive, tempting thing, which is to simply upload your video to your PMAX campaign. Ultimately, you can take your customer list as well and apply that to your YouTube campaign, adding it as an audience, as an observation. And for that matter, there's no drawback of not having the data as a signal in your PMAX campaign either. So for that matter, there is no drawback in any way there's no benefit of doing video marketing in your PMAX campaign, whereas there's only upside by having a standalone campaign versus doing your video marketing in your PMAX campaign. Because the data that you've accumulated about what works and doesn't work on your PMAX campaign will be used in your YouTube campaign, because Google does do that. They're going to assume whatever worked in one campaign works in another unless you prove it otherwise, that it won't. So you get to use all the data PMAX campaign that you've built up to now, power the video campaign that you want to start now. And so therefore there is no downside at all by not using PMAX to do that video advertising, even if you've been running that PMAX campaign for a long time and it already has really good results built up for it already. So if you have any questions about anything I covered here today, leave me a comment below. I get back to every single person who leaves me a comment on this channel within 24 hours time. Beyond that, if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, you absolutely should, as the information I'm presenting to you on this channel comes from somebody who spends 40 hours a week doing ad testing on Google, Facebook, and just all of the online advertising platforms to give you the bottom line knowledge about what works and what doesn't work online advertising and business. So if you're trying to make millions of dollars a year running advertising for your business online, this is the most relevant information you can find. Therefore, you should subscribe already. You can also find my blog that I keep over at guaranteedppc.com/blog. My blog has actual step-by-step advice and strategies there that you can use in your business today to get results for your campaigns. If you have not checked that out, you should, because it's actually even better information that you're getting here on this channel, because it's more specific advice with screenshots, with everything. So you should definitely check that out as well. If you're looking for somebody that can get results on your campaigns that you can hire, which 90% of people out there that you hire for PPC, consulting and whatnot are full of crap. They don't know how to get results. They just know how to sell. You can hire our agency, and because we know what we're doing, and we can prove that to you because we offer our clients a guarantee. That is, we offer to not take our management fee until you get a certain lift in your profitability up front, between 25 and 100%. More than you have now, or to get to a certain minimum benchmark with a new campaign if we're going to take you on. The catch being that we don't take on just any client. You got to have something that we know we can do well with, but if you want to see if we can work together, you want to hire us, reach out to me. I'll give you a free assessment, look over your business, what you have, and we can talk about potentially working together at that time. If you're not looking to work with an ad agency per se, a lot of people that watch this channel aren't. However, if we worked in your niche market before, and we've worked in over 100 niche markets in the last 10 years running this PPC agency now, we can give you the winning ads, landing pages, campaign templates, all of it that work for your market for a one-time fee, and you can just get the same results we're getting that we spent years building up to find and get to in our market that you're in as well. You know, as long as you're in a different geographic area than our client or past client, you can use the winning, ads that we have for your niche market in your account and get the same results we're getting with none of the work, practically speaking there, and basically none of the advertising cost that it took to figure out how to get there. With that said, we can also tell you the results that you're going to get with it before you ever bought it from us. If you're interested in that, you can also reach out to me and I'll let you know if we worked in your niche market, what results we got in it, so you know what you stand to gain with it. As a side, we're using these templates. We just sell them to people. A lot of times people are just using it to start a whole different business, whether they're selling leads, which several people have done with these templates, or they wanted to get into e-commerce. They didn't know anything about it. Selling a product that we know will sell with an ad that we know will sell it is like the easiest way to get into e-commerce if you were looking to get into it. Anyway, if you're interested in any of those other opportunities, you can also reach out to me at my firm at guaranteedppc.com. I'll wrap everything up with that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.